Hey everyone, so today I wanted to offer a functional strength routine. This is something that I do twice a week, not specifically this routine, but building a routine and making sure that I strength train twice a week. I like to blend both physical therapy and strength and conditioning into my programs. So today I'm going to bring you through what a classic program would look like, starting with a dynamic warm-up, moving into corrective exercise, and then finishing up with some strength training exercises. I always try to choose functional movements, so a push, a pull, a hinge, a squat, and a carry. Today we won't be doing carries as much because we can't really walk around in this tiny little room, but with that being said, there's a few things that you're going to need. So first one is, I really like these bands, the loop bands here. We choose at Platinum Physical Therapy to use the Perform Better because they're 9 inches long. The other options out there's tons on Amazon that are 10 or 12 inches long, and it's just a little bit too long for some of the stuff we're going to be doing because you'd really have to move your legs super far apart to try and get some resistance. If you don't have a band like this, you can always do it without, or if you have one of those long stretchy bands, you can wrap it up, tie it together, and then create a loop for yourself. The other things you'll need, one might be a small weight. So today I'm using a 3-pound weight, or a 3-pound weight. You can use a soup can, water bottle filled up, anything like that will work just as well. And lastly, I'm gonna use a kettlebell, and this is a 15-pound kettlebell. You have the option, if you have dumbbells, to use dumbbells. You don't have to go this high. You can go higher than this, or you can do nothing at all and just do body weight with the exercises. That's totally fine as well. So let's start with the dynamic warm-up, and then we'll go from there. Let's set myself up back here. So starting on your back, let's draw the right knee in towards the chest, let it drop away from the body, sweep towards the front of the room, and then back in towards your chest. Let's do 5 circles one direction, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 5 circles the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Interlacing the hands behind the right thigh, inhale, pulls the knee into the chest. Exhale, extends the leg to the sky. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, leg to the sky. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the right ankle across the left knee, hands plant down by the sides, palms facing down. Left knee pulls into the chest. 5, 4, try to keep your back and bum down on the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Release, foot down, and then let the knees drop from side to side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Let's switch to the other side. Left knee pulls in, drops away from the body, sweeps to the front of the room, all the way back in. We'll do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Switching directions. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Interlacing the hands behind the thigh. Inhale, pulls the knee into the chest. Exhale, extends the leg to the sky. 5, 4, 3. As you extend, pull the toes towards the face. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Crossing the left ankle over the right thigh, hands down by the sides. Pull the right knee in towards the chest. Keep the back and the bum down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing right foot down, keeping the left ankle crossed and dropping from side to side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Pulling both knees in towards your chest, giving them a good squeeze, gently rocking from side to side. Rolling all the way onto your left side, reaching the hands out in front of you, palms stacked on top of one another, taking a deep inhale. As you exhale, reach the hand up, over, and back behind you to get a nice thoracic spine stretch. Inhale back to center. Exhale, rotate you open. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. You might get a few snap, crackles, and pops. And if you have any shoulder injuries, don't force the arm. It really should be coming from the mid-back as you twist. Last one here. And then we'll roll to the other side. And rotate open. Beautiful work. Good. Now, making your way up onto your hands and knees. Wrists right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. Inhale, belly drops, chest lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, curl and arch the spine for 5 cat and cows. Move with your breath. Turn towards the camera so you can see the next one. You're going to reach your left leg out beside you, toes facing forward. Curl the right toes under and then shift your weight back as if you're coming into a child's pose, feeling that stretch come all the way down the inner thigh into the calf. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale and exhale. We have 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. And we'll switch to the other side, reaching the opposite leg out, toes facing forward, curling the left toes under and shifting back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Curling the toes under and finding your way back into a plank position. Bending into your knees, shifting your hips towards the sky, the chest towards the thighs. Finding down dog. And then you'll alternate, bending one knee, reaching the opposite heel to the floor, and vice versa. Gently rocking side to side, walking that dog, opening up through the posterior chain. Finding that down dog and walking the hands back towards the feet, rolling up, rolling back down, walking out into a plank. Stepping the left foot forward, planting the right hand down, twisting towards the left thigh. Hands plant, drop the back knee, uncurl the back toe, inhale up. Exhale, hands plant, push back to down dog, walk the hands back towards the feet, roll all the way up. Rolling back down, walking the hands out. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, plant the left hand, rotate to the sky. Hands plant, knee drops, back foot uncurls as you sweep up. Hands plant, push back, down dog. Walk the hands towards the feet, roll up. We're going to do that round one more time. Roll down, walk to plank. Left foot steps to left pinky. Right hand plants to rotate. Release down, knee drops down, hands sweep up, knee down, hip flexor. Hands plant, push back, down dog. Hands walk towards the feet as you roll up to standing. Rolling down, last time, hands walk out, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, left hand plants as you rotate to the front thigh. Hands plant, knee drops, sweep the hands up. Hands plant, push back, down dog, hands walk towards the feet, and roll all the way up to standing. The last one that I'd like to do is a twist to open up through the front of the chest. This can be bothersome to some people, so you can skip this part if it's uncomfortable for the shoulders. You're going to make a goal post like this with your right hand, and your right cheek is going to come to the mat. So you'll plant yourself down. The left hand will come underneath the left shoulder. So if I were to show you here, it would look like this. And then you're going to rotate, lifting the left leg up and back behind you to touch behind you. You should feel a nice stretch through the pec muscles for 5. And maybe a twist in the low back, some snap, crackles, and pops. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's release to the other side. Goalpost arm with the left hand, right hand underneath the shoulder. Left cheek to the mat, lift the right leg up and over. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. So that's the warm-up part of our exercise. Now we're moving into some corrective exercises. So we'll start with the hips. Oh, the other thing that you're also going to need is like a throw pillow or something to throw in between your legs. So I'll grab mine here. But first, you'll take the band, or no band at all, bring it all the way up above the knees, onto the thighs, making your way onto your right side and resting all the way down. Knees are stacked, hips are stacked, feet are stacked. With the hips stacked, make sure you're in neutral spine so you're not overarched or over tucked. You're somewhere in between the two extremes. Core is engaged. And then that left leg will lift to the sky and back down for 5, or actually we're going to do a total of 15. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Beautiful. Sweeping back. So now the knees are in line with a one straight line from the knees to the crown of the head, and then straighten out the top leg. Make sure to engage the core, and then lifting the leg to the sky. You might turn the toe down a little bit to get a little bit more into that glute, and then back down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. As you do this, make sure that you're not letting the leg float forward and the hip rock backwards. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Staying on this side, just bringing the band down to your ankles. This is where that throw pillows comes into play. Place it right in between your knees. So your knees will squeeze the pillow, and then your top leg will lift up to the sky, or the top foot will lift up to the sky for a reverse clamshell. We have 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Switching to the other side. Bring that band all the way back up onto your thighs and roll to your other side. Feet stacked, knees stacked, hips stacked, core engaged, and then lift. 15. Keep the feet together. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. The knees will come back in line, one straight line from the knees to the crown of the head, straighten out the top leg, maybe turn the toe down. Remember, the leg doesn't float forward, the hip doesn't rock back, everything stays nice and straight as you lift for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Bringing the band down to your ankles, grabbing onto that throw pillow, throw it in between your knees, and then lift. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Okay. So we finished up with those. Now we're going to move on to our shoulder stave. This is where the 3-pound weight, the water bottle, or the soup can comes into play. Let's start on our right sides. You are welcome to roll up a towel and throw it in between your side and your arm if that feels better for you. It actually puts the shoulder into optimal alignment for the rotator cuff muscles to work. So just rolling up a kitchen sink towel or a pair of socks or something like that will work. And then you're going to stack yourself similarly to how you did with the clamshells. The arm bone, the humerus, is going to line up with the side of the body, and then the forearm is going to reach directly straight out in front of you at a 90-degree angle of the elbow. You'll lift up to the sky, down to your belly. Up to the sky, down to your belly. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Something to note about this is that my shoulder isn't rocking forward and back, that it's really staying nice and steady, so my shoulder blade's engaged, and then I'm just moving my forearms so that I really engage the rotator cuff versus starting to use other muscles within the shoulder. Now the arm is going to come long by your side, thumb points up to the sky so your palm is facing forward. And then lift up to 90 degrees and down. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work, reaching straight out in front of you and then coming up for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. So a lot of that work is felt in the posterior shoulder region for me. Let's switch to the other side. And we'll start down on our side. Knees are bent, hips are stacked, core is engaged, upper arm is in line with the side of the body, forearm at a 90-degree angle out perpendicular to the body, and engage that shoulder blade down and back as you lift up. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Arm long by your side, thumb pointing up to the sky, palm facing forward up for 10, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reaching out in front of you, perpendicular to the body and up. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Good. So that's the corrective exercises for this current workout. Now we're going to move into our circuit. So we have 2 circuits. Each of them have 4 exercises, and we're going to run through the 4 exercises a total of 3 rounds. So grabbing your weight, we're going to start with a sumo squat. So if you don't have a weight, totally fine, do this body weight, or if you have a cat, have a dog, have a child, grab them, make it a little bit more fun for yourself. Setting yourself up, toes are at a 45-degree angle. When you sit down, the knees should track over the toes so they're not collapsing inwards or dropping backwards, but you want to make sure that you're not so close in that the knees are coming past the toes, they're just facing in that direction. So take a little bit wider of a stance. We'll come down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Turning and coming down onto your mat into a bridge position. So take the weight and place it right just below your belly button. Heels are directly underneath the knees, not too close in, but also not too far out, so that when you have those heels underneath the knees and you drive the heels into the ground, it makes the glutes engage more. If the feet are further away, you're going to get more activation of the hamstring. So with that weight resting down, you'll drive the hips up. 10, 15, or 10, 9, 8, 7. Be careful. I'll pause here for just a moment so you can hold up. Be careful not to arch through your back. Tuck your tailbone under. Squeeze your butt muscles. Don't lift so high that the back begins to arch. We were on 7, so we'll go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remember, any of these can be done without the weight. We're flipping on over to our hands and knees, moving into a push-up. So you have the option to do a full push-up here, drop the knees down, or maybe even just hold a plank if the push-up isn't going to work for you today. I'm going to choose the knee down so that I can maintain really good form. The tailbone tucks under, the core engages. Instead of taking that wide stance position, I want you to keep the arms in, keep the elbows in, so that you protect the shoulder joints. So you'll lower halfway down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. And then the last exercise is a single leg deadlift. So we'll stand up, grab onto our weight. The weight will come into the hand of the leg that's lifting back behind you. For this form, you're planting your foot down into the mat, slight bend in the knees. You want to make sure that your hips stay level and even. Oftentimes people will come into this pose and rotate their hips open. I want you to try and keep the hips so they're horizontal or parallel to one another versus that rotation. And this arm is just going along for the ride, so you're just hanging it out there. For 8, engage the core, nice neutral spine. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Other side. Plant the foot, slight bend in the knee, hips stay level and even. Hinge at your hips for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now that you have that circuit, we have 2 more rounds. Sumo squats. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down onto your backs. Bridge. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful push-up or plank hold. Your choice today. Lowering down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up. Single leg deadlift. Plant the right leg. Hinge at the hips for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last round here, sumo squats. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bridge. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push up or plank hold. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Single leg deadlift. Last set here. Starting on that right, lifting that left for 10 or 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch. Woo. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Take a moment. If you need a sip of water, grab that sip of water. We're going to move into our second circuit. Our second circuit today is going to be reverse lunges, quadruped row, goblet reverse lunge, and a tall kneeling overhead press. So you'll want probably the 3-pound close pie. If you have somewhere in between your 3 and your heavy weight, I think I'm going to use an 8 today. So I'll grab my 8-pound here and get that prepped. So for the reverse lunge, let's start on our right. You'll step the right foot forward, take the weight into the left hand. This will look like so. You're going to step back, land on the ball of your foot, make sure nice neutral spine as you bend into that back knee and hover. And then come back up and step forward. If you want to take a static lunge instead, where you're just coming up and down and maybe modifying by only going a little bit of the way, totally fine today. Let's start here. We'll step back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Other side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to stay standing for our reverse goblet lunge. So taking the weight into your chest or no weight at all, you'll step the left foot back behind you, land on the ball of the foot, and then like you're curtsying, we'll do 8, and then step to the other side for 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Good. And now we'll go into our tabletop position. So you can use somewhere in between the 3 and the heavier weight, maybe an 8 or a 10, or stick with the 3. Good. So in quadruped, the knees are right underneath the hips, the shoulders right over the wrists. Taking the weight into your right hand, engage your core. So you don't want to be arching here, you don't want to be over tucked, you're somewhere in between the two extremes. You'll pull the weight to your hip, so that end of the weight will hit the hip, the shoulder blade squeezes together. So I don't want to see this happening. Actually stop the side, the humerus right at the side of the body so that you can pinch your shoulder blade together. If you go the other way and do this, you're actually putting more pressure through the front of the shoulder joint and stressing the biceps tendon, which is not what we want to do. So let's start here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. I'll turn to face the camera for this next one. You'll do a tall kneel position. So bring your right leg out in front of you, right hand to your hip. Back knee is right underneath your hip, so don't lean forward too far or lean back. Keep the torso up nice and tall, core engaged. Being very careful, so as we bring our weight up, what can tend to happen, and I'll turn here so you can see, is that our body will do this to push up there. Knit your rib cage together, engage your core muscle so that when you press, everything stays nice and steady. So we'll do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch. And I didn't offer modification for this. You could do a bicep curl instead, or you could do a forward raise instead if pressing overhead is uncomfortable for you. Let's do this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Round 1 done, 2 more rounds to go. Here we go, reverse lunge. Right foot forward, left foot back, and step for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, other side. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn to the side. We got our goblet reverse lunge. Step back with the left. 8. You could do a half curtsy if that works for you. 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Let's go. 1 and 1. Nice work. Making your way onto or into tabletop position. Neutral spine, core engaged, and row. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go and switch for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tall kneel, overhead press, bicep curl, or forward flexion, whatever works for you. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. We got one more round here. You have it in you. Keep pressing. I'm sweating with you. I'm breathing heavy. We can do this together. Here we go. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and switch. 8 or 10. I gotta work on my counting. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Goblet reverse lunge. Back with the left. 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 1, and 1. Beautiful work. We got 2 more exercises in this round. Here we go. With that right hand, tabletop, neutral spine, core engaged for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Right foot forward, bicep curl, forward flexion, or overhead press. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Other side. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. You have one more final challenge, final push to get those oblique muscles. We're gonna come onto our side, bringing the right forearm down. Option to keep the knees bent and just lift the hips, or option to stack the feet or put the top foot forward to lift into a full side plank. Bring myself up here a little bit, and let's lift and hold and breathe. Here we go. Making sure the top hip isn't rocking backwards, that your hips are stacked and both hips are pushing forward. So from the heel to the crown of the head is one straight line. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Releasing to the other side. Last push here. And lift up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. So like I said, real sweat, real heavy breathing here. Test it out and see if you want to join me. I'm testing out times right now, so I'll either be doing Zoom classes at 7:30 in the morning on Tuesday or the 5:30 on Thursday, depending on which time works. I might switch it up so both are on at the same time. Let me know what you think below. Any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to ask. And I'll put a video out later of a cool down routine if you're looking to get a little bit more stretching in after the exercise. Have a great day, guys.